Okay, team. So exercise one is our lateral leg raises. So both hands on the beam, or you can just do both hands on a wall, and then I'm just driving that leg up laterally. Okay, make sure we swing it over the front foot or the foot that's planted, and come up nice and high. Okay, I would say start off gradually with the height, then as you go through the swings, you can obviously progress and get a little bit higher as your hips starts to open up and get a little bit more mobile. Exercise two, we just have our hip openers. So again, just looking to increase that range of motion. Again, a gentle exercise here, just to open up the hips, bring that knee across the body, and then having a light toe touch with that back foot on the floor. So next, we're going to take a seat on the floor and go through probably one of my favorite hip mobility exercises. Just because it's not too difficult, it's one that most of you will be able to do. The only difference is the range of motion. So we're looking to drive that knee into the ground. Those of you that have good to adequate mobility will be able to bring that the front knee into the ground fully. So what we're looking to do here is place one foot flat on the floor and have the other foot come off the floor just to the side, and that knee going nice and low to the ground. Next, we're going to deepen that stretch by lifting our hips up off the floor, and then again, same movement, bring that knee into the ground as well. Next, we're going to move into 90-90. So this is quite an advanced mobility exercise, looking to have a 90-degree angle in the front leg, then 90-degree in the back leg. As I'm coming down over my front leg, I'm then going to rotate my torso and then lift up my back knee as well. So I'm coming down, and then I'm going to rotate over my knee and then drive that back knee off the floor. I'm keeping my back foot on the floor as well, team. So if you do want to make the stretch a little bit easier, you can place both hands on the floor, or to deepen the stretch, have your hands off the floor. But just make sure that you fully rotate over the knee and then lift up the back knee. So next team, I'm going to grab a resistance band. I've gone for a light band here. I'm going to place the band on top of both of my feet. Okay, so my feet are going in the band on top of my laces. From there, team, I'm going to drive up one knee and my opposite hand as well. So key note here is hold for 5 seconds, then come down slowly. Okay, so this is going to strengthen your hip flexors. So drive up, have that knee as high as you can, and then come back down, and then just make sure you get the 5 second hold. So next we're going to move into another hip strengthening exercise, and you're going to lay it on your side and bring the band over your ankles. Once the band is on your ankles, team, just lay into your side. You can have your elbow on the mat, or you can have your hand on the mat if you want to. Key note here is we're lifting up one of the legs. Again, we're going to hold for 2 to 3 seconds and then coming back down. Okay, so really try and open up those legs, drive through the hip, and then coming back down controlled. Okay. So the next exercise, you'll feel majority in your obliques. But the reason why I'm putting this in is you'll get a little bit of hip mobility as you drive up. So keeping both knees and feet together, squeeze them together. I'm just looking to drive both knees and legs off the floor. 10 reps here, team, and then change side. Next, we'll be on our hands and knees. So one of your traditional hip opening exercises, I'm going to bring that band above my knees, be on both knees and hands, and then just open up that knee to the side, going laterally. So next we'll move back into mobility and leave the strength exercises for a few minutes. So when I have a seat, both feet will be extended, team. I'm going to place both hands on the floor. We're just going to drive up one leg, keeping that leg locked out and straight, and then bring it back down to the floor. We're here for 10 reps per side. So this isn't too bad, team. We are going to step up and advance the exercises shortly, but this is just to, again, mobilize those hips a little bit more before we move on to the more advanced stuff. Once you've done those 10 reps with those hands on the floor, we're then going to bring our hands off the floor and then go into more of a circular movement. So I'm lifting up that leg, making a big semicircle, then placing it back down. Okay, again, looking to be nice control, team. So almost have a slight heel tap and then change direction. Okay, again, 10 per side. Okay, next we're gonna advance these exercises for your hip and place one foot on the back of a wall. Okay, so it's gonna be angled as shown just now. So the heel or the foot back against the wall with one foot extended. Have both hands cupped together. I'm just driving up that back knee. Again, gonna hold for about 2 to 3 seconds, then coming back down, okay? So again, this is quite not super advanced, but probably intermediate to advanced. But this one's a really good one, so you're feeling your hip flexor. Next, team, we're just gonna focus on that front leg. So both hands will be on the floor. I'm in the same position, and all I'm doing now is just lifting up that front leg. Again, almost like the first exercise we've done in this kind of block. And we're making this one a little bit more advanced. We have our back foot on our body up against the wall. Again, we're going to go 10 per side. Remember to be nice and controlled. Take your time and then change. Next, want to go into a really advanced one where we're same position. We'll have one foot against the wall, like so. And then all I'm going to do this time is focus on that back leg, drive it forward, trying to lift it up and not scrape it across the floor, and then change leg. Okay, so again, that back foot up against the wall, lower back and torso up against the wall as well, and try and lift that back leg, almost like we're kind of lifting it over a hurdle. Lift that back leg up and then place it in front. So next thing, I'm going to grab a kettlebell. I'll say a 4 or 6 kg kettlebell. If you haven't got a kettlebell, you can grab a band. We're just going to repeat one of the first exercises we've done at the start. With the band, we have both bands around our feet, above the laces and driving up. Same technique here, but just using the kettlebell. So I've got the kettlebell in between my toes. I'm kind of lifting it up. You can do this one without any shoes on as well. And again, I'm just got that 5-second hold, okay? Reason why I've gone for a kettlebell here is I'm just making it a little bit harder for me to lift my leg up. And again, just make sure you get that 5-second hold in. Okay team, so we're coming towards the end of this workout. Again, you can do 2 rounds, so feel free to go back to the start and then repeat. What I would say is try and do this 2 to 3 times per week if you do have quite tight hips, and trying to mobilize them throughout the day as much as you can. Any further questions, guys, and you know how to reach out to me. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon.